here, Mom.
Okay, Chris, thank you. Maybe some of the teams do sweat too much. Kind of makes light of the old phrase, no sweat. Let's move on over back to the gymnastics hall where Dick Enberg and Bart Conner are watching the men's compulsory. Dick?
All right, Bryant, the U.S. volleyball team defending its gold, the U.S. men's gymnastics team defending its gold. And here's Charles Lakes, 6th on the men's team. Usually that means the judges are looking for something better.
This could be great. Charlie can really vault. Okay, one hop on the landing, but a very explosive vault. It'll have to score reasonably well.
While we were away, you saw Rignall's 9-3 and Minicucci's 9-5. Then Kevin Davis, a 9-3. Wes Suter hit a 9-5-0, and Scott Johnson, a 9-5.
As you can see, the scores are building.
Tasha!
Charlie is so explosive. He has tremendous push. A little break in form in the early part, but once he kick out, that's what the judges are looking for.
Tasha!
One hop on the landing, of course, will be a 10th of a point deduction. But he did have a good explosion out of the tuck. Not to a straight body position. He was rather
You gotta get
tight,
the kitten.
but still, it's impressive.
Now the 6 men, their scores, they'll drop the low score, U.S. men. In the next section, we'll see the Soviet Union and the Chinese, and we'll compare their scores with what we're seeing now.
Perhaps in the Soviet and Chinese teams, we'll see their lead-off scores will be 9-6, and they'll build from there. In the case of the U.S., they started off with a 9-4 for Lance Rignall, which was a good score for Lance. However, they could only build up to 9-6, and they really tried to set up Charles Lakes, and Charles did a good vault, but he had a form break early in pre-flight and a hop on the landing, and you really, if they set you up for the big score, you have to be there ready to nail a vault or nail the exercise so that the judges are ready to throw that big score for you.
Next rotation for the United States, you won the gold medal in the individual event there. The parallel bars when we return to Gymnastics Hall on this morning, Sunday in Seoul.
Hello? Yeah? Hi.
In 13 cities in 10 countries across the Pacific, we're playing our song. United Airlines Royal Pacific Service. Rededicated to giving you the service you deserve, halfway around the world.
You should do my room too, since you know it's a blind. Wait, let's turn it off first. Does that have the sound on it?
Mm-hmm.
I miss you.
Here it comes again with the...
Welcome back to Gymnastics Hall.
Yeah.
One place throughout the competition to have with us John Powers, outstanding writer with the Boston Globe, will be covering for us the gymnastics behind the scenes. And as we look ahead, John, to tomorrow in the women's compulsories, there's a continuing conversation and criticism of the U.S. women's team, and of course the eye of the hurricane, Bella Caroli. You've talked to him. The selection process for the women, that seems to be a bone of contention.
Well, I guess, Dick, the U.S. Is the only team really that took this team well in advance. Part of that is because of what happened in Calgary when there was so much question about lawsuits, speed skaters, lobster teams. The USOC said, make it clear, pick it off trial. So as people set the team pick, in early August now, we set and show when someone gets hurt.
So we coming with 6 with 1 alternate, and that was the way it is right to the competition tomorrow.
Exactly right. And the difference is the Eastern Europeans in general don't pick teams that way. They take 8 here, and the hot 6 get on, and that's the way they have to do it.
Well, that's McGillney. That's a good example. Here's a man who comes here figuring he's part of the team. Doesn't find out until a few hours before the competition, even though he's a former world champion. He's an alternate.
Exactly. I think a lot of Americans wouldn't like to see it done that way because you do dash greens at the last minute. But the fact is, are you here to win medals or not? And that is what the Soviets say. We would not pick our team the way you do it.
I saw you talking to the Soviet gymnastic coach. What did he say?
Exactly. Well, you see, they tried to experiment with that. They lost the European Championships at home, were very embarrassed, and decided next time they would pick it off trial and keep it that way. The result? They wound up losing the World Championship to the Romanians for the first time since '79. Now they pick it the old way.
Well, one of the systems was, didn't the U.S. women use in the '84 games, they had 8 women, 4 of them knew they were on the team, the other 4 were fighting for the other 2 positions.
Exactly, and because of that, I think the U.S. wins a medal. And the major problem here is that there's no incentive. The 2 alternates are both Bella Caroli girls. If anyone gets hurt, one of them moves up, and I think that has been the problem with other coaches here. There is no U.S. head coach here. There are a number of coaches here. They all have to agree on things, and what they're agreeing is no changes.
All right, the U.S. team finished 6th in the world. The women's did.
This is definitely one of the most difficult of all the 6 compulsories. As I mentioned earlier, these are prescribed routines. Each country that is represented with the International Gymnastics Federation, they put together routines. This routine was designed by the Soviet team, and you can tell it was designed...